Hey you guys, good morning. So something that dawned on me this morning is that I've never really talked to you guys about my know your worth speech. And so this morning as I was in my mirror, brushing my teeth and doing brushing my eyebrows and just doing all the things that I do in the morning, I realized that I am huge on affirmations. I am brushing my eyebrows and I am I have great eyebrows. I have beautiful white teeth. I mean, I'm kooky that way, but I love affirmations, So I'm I have very clear skin. I have the skin of a 20-year-old. So I love affirmations. I'm a kook that way. And I think it is so important for you guys to know this because a lot of people don't like me, but yet you still watch me. And I hope that even those people take something great away from me because I learned a long time ago that my character is not what people say about me. It's the way that I make people feel when they walk away from me. And so sometimes though, there are people that meet me and my energy is too much, or they come from a really bad place, or they're in a really bad place and they meet someone like me and they're like, she's a fake, she's a scam, she's a fraud, and I'm like, you know what? I'm really sorry that that's where you are in your life. But where I am in my life is I'm brushing my teeth going, my teeth are beautiful and white. I have the skin of a 20-year-old, just affirmations. And so something that I want for you guys to know is it's so important to know your worth. When I very first started Double S, we started charging people. I needed a way to get off the ground. I needed a way to get money to be able to help some of the horses. I didn't own the kill pen at this point. I just dated Jacob, and him and his dad and his uncle, and this was years ago, bought cattle, and they would buy horses, and the horses shipped to slaughter, and I needed some income of some form because I didn't have a job at the time. I had just kind of started training racehorses, and I was very at that point with the racehorses even, I was very paycheck to paycheck and might as well have not had a job with extra income. So I decided to make a group on Facebook, and we charged people $5 a piece, and you could enter the group. It made you a member, and we took the $5 off of the first horse that they purchased. Well, lots of people joined that didn't purchase, but lots of people joined that did purchase. I had 30,000 people join that group in a year at $5 a piece, and I'm just going to tell you that money was life-changing for me. And I remember people saying, it's not worth it. Why would anybody do that? Why would anybody support her? Why would they this? But I knew the value in what I was trying to do. I knew my worth. I knew my worth. I knew the job I was trying to do was worth it. The horses were worth it. And because I knew the worth of what I was trying to do, there were people willing to pay it. It wasn't everybody, but it was 30,000 people. That is life-changing. So for me, in that point in my life, it was extremely life-changing. So when you make that kind of money, there were lots of people. That's what started she's a scammer, because there were people that were not willing to pay the $5, but yet they wanted in my group. Over $5. And if you don't like me enough to pay $5 to support the horses, if you don't want to be around me enough to pay $5 one time to be a part of my group and to discuss what I was trying to do, you didn't deserve to be there. So it had nothing to do with my worth. It was just that wasn't the place for you. And so there's a great quote, and we've all heard it. If we base the value of a fish on their ability to climb a tree, they would be worthless. But at the end of the day, fish are capable of incredible things. They can live underwater. That's something that even humans can't do. So fish are not only extremely amazing, they have the ability to do things that you and I are not capable of without technology's help, and even then it's temporary. So we cannot base the value of a fish on its ability to climb a tree. But yet a fish is something that can live underwater, something humans can't even do. So when you put it into perspective like that, you realize that there's a lot of us out there that are just fish trying to climb trees, and people are laughing, thinking, and we're just doing what's not meant for us. But I'm going to tell you, when I turned and started focusing on what was meant for me, it did come together. Again, I charged $5 a person to join this little humble group because I needed some income to be able to start saving horses. This was in 2012 or 13. And, 30,000 people joined that group, and that gave me the funds to be able to do a lot of great things, to get a safer trailer, to help fencing, to provide alfalfa. And this journey has been like this because at the time I was not in the mindset that I'm in now. I was much more porous. So I would just absorb what people said about me and I would quit. I would go hard for 6 months and I would quit, and I would go hard for 6 months and I would quit because I allowed other people's opinions of me to affect what I was doing so greatly that I would quit. And then it would take a couple months and I would be like, but I miss it. I love it. The horses need me. And I would go back to it. And it was a horrible roller coaster, a horrible emotional roller coaster that I didn't deserve to be on. But it was so valuable to my growth. Whoa. I would love to tell you like an earthquake or something happened, but the truth is it didn't. My car, the emergency brake kicked on, and like the of the emergency brake like launched y'all into my lap. So I not only didn't deserve that emotional roller coaster, it was very self-inflicted because no matter what people on the outside say and do about me, it's my choice if I choose to internalize what they say. It is my choice if I choose to take what they say personally. And at the end of the day, I just have to remember my worth and my value. And I'm going to tell you right now that that's the greatest lesson I ever learned. So something I've been doing for the last couple of years, when I catch a horse and we start to get it ready, I tell it, know your worth, buddy. Like, know your worth. You are beautiful. You're a great horse. You know, show us what you know. Show us you. Show us what you know. Show us what you want. And I'm going to tell you that those horses, it's like they get it. It is the craziest thing. They're like, okay, all right. And because those horses go and they ride around and they show us what they know and they show us their worth, they find amazing homes with the right person. Just like there were 30,000 people willing to join my group at $5 a piece, there were people that said it was a scam and that I should be put in jail for charging $5 to join a free Facebook group. I mean, so there's just two different mindsets out there. And something I want you to know about the horses too is the same thing. Just because somebody who's trying to make the NFR or run at the barrel futurities or go be a professional team roper sees no value in this horse doesn't mean that it's not the greatest trail horse that ever lived, and it's going to take amazing care of a 50-year-old woman that just wants to go enjoy the weekend with her friends. And we're the same way, you guys. Just because somebody that has completely different goals and different values and is headed in a different place doesn't see value in us doesn't mean we're not valuable. So I just want you to take time today to realize that you have to know your worth. You have to know your worth. And then people around you that love you will start to value you. People around you that you might not even know will come into your life and love you and value you. Sometimes your circle has to change to elevate you. Sometimes in my life, things that I thought were horrible, like losing people that I thought were just close to me or people that I thought were my friends, were the best thing for me. And it recently happened in the last couple of months. Somebody came into my life that I had been friends with for a while, and I was like, yeah, this is great. And I realized very quickly that it was a lesson, not a blessing. That it was a lesson, not a blessing. And I'm still very grateful for the lesson. Very grateful. But it was a good momentary, like, oh, haha, you know, like one of those aha moments where you're like, there's the lesson in this. So again, you guys, just know your worth. Know that it is okay to release yourself from being tied to people that don't value you. It is totally okay. And I love you. And I hope that this video just brought some happiness this morning to you. I got bit by a fire ant on my finger yesterday, right there. And I'm telling you, I was taking all my nails off and I was like popping them down in the grass. And I went to pick them up to throw them away, and a dang little fire ant got me. And I'm telling you, that sucker is For real, on fire. And see, nobody would ever think that that tiny fire ant could hurt big ol' me this bad. So just know your worth. Know that no matter how small you feel, or how insignificant you feel, or how just undervalued you feel, that there is worth in you. And it's okay to just say, like, the people around me don't value me. These are not my people. These are not my people. It happens to the horses every day. They get thrown into a kill pen because the people around you just didn't value them. And it's easy because a lot of people have mob mentality. So I've gotten horses where somebody was like, well, you know, the horse wasn't that bad, but my friend, you know, kept telling me that blah, 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 and then so-and-so said, and sometimes the horses end up there because it becomes like mob mentality. And do you know that there have been times where somebody has sold a horse at the sale barn because their friends told them how bad they were, and when I advertised the horse, one of those friends called and tried to buy it? Is that not toxic? Is that not surrounding yourself by toxic people to have friends tell you that your horse is a junker and you need to sell it, and the moment that you sold it at the sale barn, they call and try to buy it? That's toxic. And that happens every day in life because there are lots of toxic people out there and they're just not in good places in their life. And it's okay. It's okay. It's totally okay. It's just also okay for you to walk away from those people and to know your worth, to know you deserve better, and to go find people that value you. So I hope today you let this message sink in a little bit, that you begin to value yourself a little bit more, that you begin to know your worth just a little bit more, and that you make the people around you treat you the way that you deserve to be treated, and that you surround yourself only with people who want to raise to your standards. And those who don't, it's okay to still love them, but from a distance. So I love you guys, and I will be on the Thompson Livestock Company page probably around noon videoing some horses. So I will see y'all there. Bye.